Hey guys, welcome back to the Omaha Places podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Connor, and I'm the founder of Omaha Places and 402 Social.
And my name is Delaney. I am the regional marketing specialist for Des Moines Places and Omaha Places.
This has become a thing every week. At least we have a tradition on this podcast.
Yes. Well,
Stumbling over your job title.
Digital. And then I was like, oh no. I was like, this is going downhill fast.
Your mind went blank. We are in September now when this comes out.
That is crazy.
I tried to wear like a little bit of a more fall outfit today, even though the shoes are very much spring. The like knit of the sweater, even though it's like still kind of warm out in the middle of the day. So it's a tank top sweater.
No, I love those.
Yeah, you're very fall.
Thank you.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Oh.
I just had limited clothes put together.
I honestly really wanted to wear something like orange or brown or something, but I literally have nothing since that's not in my colors.
No,
So
I've enjoyed the cool weather and not dying of humidity.
Same. Although I did try and go for a run at like noon yesterday, and I was like, okay, this is a little
toasty.
Warm. Yeah, I need to like go in the morning. But if you go in the morning for an outdoor workout, it's perfect. Mm-hmm. So that's lesson learned.
Yes.
All right, where have you been this week?
I went to what is it called? Film Streams on the Green.
Okay.
In the Builders District. So this is one of those, I think this series was the first event that they had in the Builders District, which is, let me think about this, just north of downtown near Creighton. Yes. It's like right next to Creighton. So like if you know where DJ SoCal Arena is, it's just directions east, right?
I don't actually know where that arena is. Is that the Creighton Arena?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's close to the business building.
Okay.
So
Creighton
there's like that little walkway that they have.
Yeah.
It's just a block away from that. So honestly, this is a great event for Creighton University students to go to.
Yeah.
It's outside. It's kind of like a Sunny's. Noddle developed it. And Noddle also developed Sunny's, the Interrail, stuff like that, in case you guys didn't know.
Good explanation.
And they started partnering with Film Streams to do a movie, I think, once a month. And now there's only one left for you guys to go to. And it is Frankenstein,
Fun.
I believe.
A nice Halloween themed.
Yes, that is October 13th. It's Young Frankenstein. And it's at 8 p.m. It's free to enter, so bring your lawn chairs, your blankets. They also have tables if you forget. And it's dog friendly. As long as your dogs don't bark, please. There was a dog that was barking nonstop when we were watching A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on.
That's so, inconsiderate.
And I love a dog as much as the next person. Like, I have one.
Yeah.
But I was like, you just need to maybe go home.
That's like watching a movie 101. Like, silence your phones and silence your dog. Like...
And I don't know if it's just like because it's outdoor vibes, but it honestly still worked out, and maybe I was just in really close proximity to this animal. But yeah, it's a really fun time, and the weather is getting so nice, so just bundle up a little bit and enjoy the weather. So
I actually was thinking about this the other day because basically I was talking to the team at Heartwood Preserve about like what events worked this summer, what events didn't. And they had outdoor movies like once a month throughout the whole summer. But sometimes even in the evenings, it's so hot in the summer that an outdoor movie is just like, at least for me, like not really what I want to go do. But in the fall, when it's a little chillier, like I like the idea of getting in a sweater and like bringing a bunch of blankets and like getting cozy under the blankets. Like that, I think, is ideal outdoor movie weather rather than like June or July.
I like the idea of having free movies, and the Riverfront does them too. Mm-hmm. And the Riverfront, I guess, I've never been to down there, and we should go sometime just to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little toasty. That would be more central, so if people were walking by, you could just pull up with your kids and be like, oh, stumbled upon this. Let's watch this for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, fall is where it's at. And I know Falconwood is starting their series.
Yeah.
Fright Nights at Falconwood.
Fun.
Which are not as frightful all the time either, but it'll be a good time. I think that starts like mid-September.
Cool. Very exciting.
Yay.
And hopefully we'll see a lot more events happening in the Builders District now. Maybe not the rest of this year, but definitely next year as that area is developed a lot more.
And I know that area isn't as populated, so they still had security guards at each of the doors. And then I was trying to go there yesterday just to film that little area, and they had it locked. I was
really?
like, okay.
So it's not open all the time?
No.
Just for like events
Apparently
right now.
not.
Okay.
So
good to know. Good to know. Okay, I went to a Storm Chasers game at Werner Park. Their last home game is September 14th. So we're kind of at the very tail end of all of these summer events. So if you guys want to catch a game, tickets were like $15 for a Tuesday evening. So a fairly like economical, fun activity. Also, I mean, this isn't like a good thing for them, I guess, but there weren't a whole lot of people there. Like, there was enough where people were, like, cheering and stuff, but I've also realized the older I get, the more I dislike very crowded events. And, like, the College World Series, crowd-wise, not really my cup of tea, but we got tickets for, like, I think it's called the Bowling Green or something like that, so it's, like, the green space on like in the outfield. So that was really nice. Again, went like a crisp fall evening, went with a bunch of friends. It was nice.
Fun.
So also another like benefit of that is, especially if you get like green space tickets, we had some friends who had kids, so the kids can like run around and then the adults can just like sit there and chit chat. So if you guys are at that place where some of your friend group has kids, some doesn't, that kind of thing, this is a good activity to check out. So again, one more game on September 14th.
that is like the longest season ever. They start early spring and then they're just now finishing up.
Yeah, and I think actually I can't remember if it's the Storm Chasers or Union Omaha because they both play at Werner Park, but one of them had a very like back heavy game or season, so they didn't have I think it might have been the Storm Chasers didn't have a whole lot of home games like in June or whatever, like earlier in the season.
It might have been soccer.
Oh, was
I
it
think
soccer?
I think the Storm Chasers are home every other weekend.
Oh.
And following the Iowa Cubs in Des Moines, so they're home when Storm Chasers are not.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So it like flips back and forth every other for the most part.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, go check it out. I had a good time.
I also checked out Stella's Ice Cream in Elkhorn, long awaited.
Ooh, yes.
And I went there and I hadn't set up a trade or anything, and I walked in and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just filming." He's like, "For who?" I'm like, "Omaha Places, if you've heard of them." Because he's actually from Ogallala.
Oh, okay.
Nebraska.
Wait, is it the owner who you were talking to? Or
One
who?
of the owners.
Okay.
Yes, it's a father-son duo that took on this franchise.
Got it.
I asked him if he was an ice cream eater, and he said nope. And I was like, that's strange.
All right.
That's like an ice cream place is somewhere I would open.
Yeah.
Because I love ice cream so much.
He's just a business guy. He doesn't
But
care.
I think he has to try all of the flavors, and they do have like a good amount of rotating flavors, dairy-free flavors. We just posted a video on that, so definitely go check that out.
Yeah.
I got like 3 of the seasonal scoops. Because he was like, you could do this one, and this one. I was like, should we just go big and do them all? He's like, sure. So that's what I did, and I like almost ate all of it.
Really?
I was actually really proud of myself.
Okay, wait. Where does Stella stand in your ice cream ranking? Because we have promised listeners we would do an ice cream ranking one of these days.
Oh yeah,
like
we were supposed to do it this week.
Yeah,
I forgot. Honestly, I didn't try any traditional flavors, so this is only going off like the strange ones. There was like Moonbeam, which is off of the, what's his name?
Benson Boone?
Yeah, Benson Boone kind of ice cream. That was good. Then they had like this blueberry marshmallow one called Blue Moon.
Okay.
And then Circus, which has those little frosted animal crackers in it.
Okay.
So that was my favorite scoop. And if I'm just taking that scoop, then I would probably place it like in the top 5. So I'd give it a third place.
Okay. Wait, who's 1 and 2?
Ted and Wally's
Okay.
is one of my top ones because it's always so good. And it's my neighborhood. I'm big on my neighborhood. And then 2 would have to be Betty Ray's.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa, you're gonna you're going to get some people riled up with that ranking. Just the top 3.
Well, Betty Ray's had my favorite flavor. It was like brownie s'more. And I haven't seen that since my hometown Subway had it with Goodrich ice cream. Okay? So I was super excited when I saw that they had that flavor. So yeah, they're probably my top 2.
Okay. And then do you have a 4 and 5 picked out
Oh,
yet?
geez.
I'm really putting you on the spot here.
Dairy Chef. Because of their portion size.
Okay.
And the fact that they never skimp out on the mix-ins.
Okay.
5. I have to go through my list again. Honestly, this could change, guys, because I feel like I'm forgetting some people.
This is a work in progress.
Yes. Okay. I'm not going to say coneflower.
Ooh,
and that's going to upset people, I know.
I think this needs to be a social clip, this conversation.
Give me some other.
E-Creamery.
Oh, E-Creamery. Done. Okay. Duh. I'm like, they're one of my favorites.
Okay, wait, question. Are you purposely not picking coneflower because they don't need the hype or something, or because they actually wouldn't be in your top?
No, they would definitely be in my top 10.
Okay.
And there are a lot more ice cream places than that in Omaha, so that works out good. I just, when I go to pick an ice cream place, they're not at the top of my brain.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
Unless I'm,
fair.
Conveniently by.
Yeah.
But I'll always, seek out a Ted and Wally's, even if I'm not in Benson.
Interesting.
And Senti's up there, too.
Yeah, that's the other one I was going to say.
I don't really know the differences between gelatos and ice creams and all of that, but Senti just has such unique flavors.
Yeah.
And I feel like coneflower kind of does, too. And if I'm going for, a sorbet type of thing, I always go to coneflower.
Yeah.
But it just kind of depends on what I'm feeling.
I mean, that's what I was saying last week, too, I think, is that, or was it last week, a couple weeks ago, why I decided I think I like E-Creamery over coneflowers, just because of the flavor options. Yeah. So that is also a huge determining factor. Some people like the more fruity, interesting flavors. Other people like the more traditional, chocolatey candy flavors.
And if we're going to go on atmosphere, that's a whole totally different thing. Then coneflower would be up there.
Yeah.
Because of the records they play and just the cute little shop vibe.
Yeah, good points. Yeah, so this is going to be an ever-evolving list. We will keep you guys updated.
And also, ice cream sometimes has dessert options to mix with it. That's why I always, E-Creamery stands out to me. Yeah. So I'm like, what's better than ice cream and a hot cookie? Mm-hmm.
Love it. Okay, well, speaking of Senti, I did go there just for, not for work, but just for fun this week. I took my niece out for, a little auntie-niece night or whatever. So we went to dinner at Spaghetti Works, which I had not been to Spaghetti Works probably since I was 10 or something. Not the best pasta, to be honest, but I mean it's a staple.
It's really good for
market.
Kids.
It is very good for kids, and I have really, really fond memories of going there when I was younger. I was obsessed with the salad bar. They still have that salad bar.
I'm still obsessed with the salad bar.
So yeah, I wanted to take her there specifically just because I had good memories when I was younger of going there, and she's 6 years old. And then we walked across the street to Senti, and I was like, we're going to get ice cream. And she walks in, and I hadn't really thought this through very well, but we did get ice cream, but Senti they don't have a whole lot of kid-friendly flavors. It's definitely more of an adult, fancier gelato shop.
The Earl Grey of it all.
Literally. And so we walk in, and I'm reading her the flavors, and she's like, I want that one. She points to the purple one, and just because it's purple, and it was the taro. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, taro.
And I honestly don't even know what that is.
It's their Halloween witchy flavor.
Taro's Halloween flavor?
Tarot cards always remind me of
not tarot cards. It's a fruit or something.
Oh. Nope.
A tarot card flavored.
Well, I just thought he was being cute with this theme.
No.
Okay.
Or maybe it's more of a matcha or like a powder. I really don't even know what it is. Anyways,
neither do I.
She wanted to sample it just because it was purple, but I was like, I know she's not going to like this. So she takes a bite of it, and she goes, that's disgusting. Which then I took a bite of it too, and I was like, it's very good, but just to a 6-year-old's brain. So then she got chocolate instead.
Okay. Yes.
But yeah, it was really nice. We sat out on, so we like sat inside at Spaghetti Works and then outside on the patio at Senti. Again, a beautiful fall evening. But yeah, it was a nice little old market night.
And they're open at 10 a.m. now.
Yeah, that's very exciting. So you can go get coffee. They actually did tell me that they're about to drop a new coffee menu. I don't know what's on it yet. But I think because they can be open earlier now, which previously they couldn't open until like noon, I think. Even though they've always had coffee, now I think they're going to expand their coffee menu.
And that's great because if you want to go to the farmer's market, then you can just swing on in there.
Yes, so Senti is like right in the heart of the old market. Like
it's the beginning of the farmer's market. Yeah.
So go check them out.
Yay, go Senti. And then I went to, this is the last place I went to last week because I took a little vacation. But I went to Omaha Fashion Week. Ooh. And I went on student night. And it was kind of fun. I got to watch like all these little kid models. And cute. I love to see the bigger designers, but it's also very cool to check out what students, like high school students, college students are up to in their designs.
Yeah.
So that was super fun. And honestly, it kind of reminded me of a dance recital, like cheering the little kids on the whole time. Funny. And when they go in like the wrong way back through into the backstage area, I'm like, oh, it's cute.
Like cute. Yeah.
Because if like a actual model did that, you'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
So that was fun. They always have a red carpet. If you haven't been, this is the 4th largest fashion show in the country. Yeah. So it's always cool to check out. It comes like twice a year. So if you haven't been, wait around for next season. Yeah. It should be fun.
Very fun. Okay. I went to a lot of places this week. I still have 3 more. So I went to Hey J coffee shop / cafe. It's kind of like one space, but they have one side that's a coffee shop, more of just like an order at the counter, do your own thing. And then the other side is like a sit down restaurant. So we went to the sit down side, ordered breakfast, which the owner was telling me that not a lot of people know that they have like full blown breakfast. I got like a breakfast. Okay, it's kind of confusing. It's a breakfast burrito, but in bowl form. Like I opted to have it in bowl form instead of in burrito form. It was really good. I would definitely go back and like get that again. But yeah, if you guys remember, years ago they had a drive-through coffee shop somewhere off of Cumming, like in East Omaha, and then they closed that and moved all the way out to 156th and State Street. So it's like way up in Northwest Omaha. So they completely went to the other side of town. But if you guys remember the drive-through, that coffee shop does still exist. They're out there, and go check them out. It was actually really good food.
Cool.
I liked it a lot.
I'll have to swing out there sometime.
Yeah.
That reminds me, did you hear the news? That seat is closing.
I know. That's so sad.
Yes, I think they're going to stay open until like September 12th or 13th, something like that.
Okay.
Sometime mid-September is when they're officially closing. So it is really sad. I think they just had like a lot of family issues going on.
Kind of got that sense.
And they've done like a lot of fundraising, and it's just must not be working out. So yeah, it's really sad to see them go. So definitely go support them while you can. Noticed has talked about like maybe moving locations because they're best friends, those two business owners. So they're going to be there for the time being, but maybe when the lease is up, like.
I didn't even think about that. Both Bad Seed locations share a space with another business. So yeah, the downtown Bad Seed and Noticed are the same like building. And then their Dundee location shares with Felius Cat Cafe. So I wonder what is going to go in to both of those. Especially like the Felius one, they just opened that.
Yeah. But at least it's like kind of more separate than the Notice location. Like you walk in the door to Bad Seed in Dundee area, and then there's another door to get into Felius.
Yeah.
But Notice, it's like all an open space.
Yeah.
But I love Noticed.
Same. So it's such a good plant store.
So, and I love the location of it too.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how all of that kind of works out.
Yeah.
I wish that family the best, and I hope
I hope
they are doing better.
Yeah, I know. I always say I think Bad Seed was one of the most underrated coffee shops in Omaha.
I think it's kind of like a cult classic type of place. Like if you're part of that Bad Seed community, like you are a strong believer in it. So,
well, stay tuned to what else is opening in those spaces. Hopefully, maybe another good coffee shop.
And maybe Bad Seed will come back around later.
Yeah, maybe.
And we'll be on top of that news.
Okay, where else did I go? So I went to Camp Music Bingo this week, which I had never been, but this happens every single Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Camp Food Hall in Blackstone. They have a lot of new vendors in the food hall too. Like Taco Co. is in camp now, which I had no idea.
It's great because it's open when the other location isn't open.
Oh.
And I always crave Taco Co. on Mondays for some reason.
When it's closed.
So I'm like, darn it. Yeah. But now you can go to Blackstone.
Yeah. Okay. So I did eat Taco Co. while I was at Music Bingo. And in the past, like, I've been to Taco Co. in Benson many times, and I will still go back, but like for the vibes and for like a margarita and maybe some like chips and queso, I really didn't vibe with the puffy tacos. But I had a puffy taco at the camp location, and I was like, wait, I do like this now. So I don't know if they make them a little different, or maybe I just like have had bad ones in Benson. I don't know, but I think I like Taco Co. now.
The best tacos to have with that fluffy shell are the birria tacos, because you dip it and it just soaks up all the consomme.
Ooh, yeah. Yum, that sounds
That's
good.
my new favorite right now.
I think I had a pulled pork one that was really good, and then we also got like little churro bites, and then they were just like individual bites. You could dip them in the chocolate, and it was really good. So yeah, definitely go check that out. And then the last place I went, it was a busy week. I went to my first concert at Stir Cove, which was so good. I saw Simple Plan and 303 and Bowling for Soup. To be honest, Bowling for Soup was the best out of all of those places, or all of those bands. Very nostalgic, very like high school, middle school vibes. So I had a lot of fun at the concert. Stir Cove in general, like, great venue. Loved it. Would definitely go back there. Like, again, I think I'm just in my old age now. There's like a lot of green space, so you can go up like right by the stage and be in, not like, it's not a pit, but like a, I don't know, more like general admission vibes. But we brought lawn chairs and sat like in the very front of the green space, so we were still kind of like in the action. But honestly, like, I would say 70% of the people who were there were like sitting in lawn chairs, like on the green space. So I think that's my kind of concert.
It's nice because you can choose your own adventure.
Yes, exactly. And then beforehand, we got dinner at the 360 Steakhouse. That has probably the best view of Omaha that I've ever seen. Okay, maybe not that I've ever seen, but definitely that I've seen from a restaurant. Like, I think that downtown Omaha, I don't know if they have a single like high-rise restaurant. I can't think of it.
I don't think so.
Like, I know there's some event spaces in like the Woodhouse building or like one of those buildings, and I've been to like wedding receptions and stuff up there that has really nice views, but there's no like actual restaurant that's open every weekend. But you can go to the 361 at Harrah's Stir Cove, or just the Harrah's Casino, I think. And the food was pretty good. Huge portions. Not like super healthy food, but for like a special occasion kind of thing. It's really nice. And yeah, they have tables like lined up directly by the window, and it's like a whole wall of windows facing the west. So you can look down and see the music venue, and then you can see the river, and you can see the Bob Carey pedestrian bridge in the distance. You can kind of see the luminarium if you squint. You can see all of downtown. Like, you can just see everything. It was really, really cool. So we had some drinks too. We had some martinis and appetizers and bread and rolls, and I don't even remember what I got I got salmon for my meal, and it was really good. So that was a really good like new experience. I feel like very rarely am I like, oh, I had no idea this restaurant existed, let alone had this good of views, because I feel like I know Omaha pretty well at this point. But I never knew that even existed.
No, and I think their concert season is winding down now.
Yeah.
I only have one left.
Oh, no. Whatever will you do?
It's Bailey Zimmerman, so if you haven't bought your tickets yet, it's going to be good. And I've seen Bailey Zimmerman in Omaha before at the Barnado Indian Creek Golf Championship, whatever.
Thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pinnacle Bank Championship, yeah.
Yes, I've seen him there before, so it's going to be good.
Cool. Very
I've got
exciting.
people fighting over tickets.
Really?
Yep.
I love it. Okay, well, that wraps up a busy week for us. We will move into follower questions. So I post a question box on our Instagram story every Wednesday morning, so you guys can always go submit questions there that you want us to answer on the podcast. And I think we got some fun ones this week. So somebody said, any good vineyards close to the city? I don't think we've ever been asked this question before. We've been asked about like wine bars, I think, but not vineyards specifically. Right. And I feel like this time of year is perfect to go to a vineyard because a lot of like orchards and vineyards are kind of like together. So that is a note I wanted to make. Not all of them, but a handful of these are also orchards. So you can go like apple picking and stuff while you're there. So Kimmel Orchard and Vineyard is about an hour south. That's in Nebraska City. They will also have tons of like fall events. They're involved in Applejack too. Oh, Applejack. Is Arbor Day Farm technically a vineyard?
I
didn't write that one down, but they definitely have wine tasting.
Yes.
So still
that's a tough
similar vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whiskey Run Creek Vineyard in Brownville. So that is about an hour and 15 minutes south. So a little past Nebraska City. And this is right by the Indian Cave State Park, which I've talked about how much I love doing a day trip down there on the podcast before. So you could do both of those, go for a little hike at Indian Cave State Park and then go to the vineyard and do some wine tasting. Ditmar's Orchard and Vineyard is in Council Bluffs, so depending on where you're coming from Omaha, that's about 20-30 minutes away. Glacial Till Vineyard is a very popular one that I have still never been to. Every single year I want to go there because they have something Friday night. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It has a funny name. Never mind. I'm not going to.
They also do a lot of wedding vendor pop-ups.
Oh, cool.
So if you're like your wedding's coming up, they'll host a bunch of wedding vendors so you can pick and choose and set up engagements with those people.
Cool.
So
cool.
I've been referring some wedding friends of mine.
Really?
over there.
So this is about 50 minutes away outside of Lincoln. They're only open through August. Potentially, I think that's what I saw on the website, but this episode is going to come out after August. So you could always go check and see if they're still doing anything. But they also have a cider house and tasting room in Ashland. So if the actual vineyard is not open anymore for the season, the tasting room in Ashland is open year-round. Soaring Wings Vineyard and Microbrewery is located in Springfield, which is like 15 to 30 minutes south of Omaha, depending where in the city you're coming from. And then Bella Terre Vineyard is 30 minutes away outside of Council Bluffs. You can book a 2-hour wine tasting here. And right now it only shows bookings through October. So I don't know if the wine tastings stop after October or if you can only book 2 months out. Not sure on that. This is the really, really beautiful vineyard, though, that everybody gets married at. So you might have to like work around some weddings as well, but you can book on their website. So those were the only ones that I was able to find. Do you know of any others? Okay.
No, I'm not super familiar with the vineyard
wineries,
scene.
okay.
But I like wine more than breweries.
Really?
So it would be probably more up my alley to go check out some of these places.
Yeah. Is there a difference between a vineyard and a winery? Maybe a winery, you sample a bunch of different wines that like they didn't necessarily grow the grapes there. And
it
then
could
a
be
vineyard,
kind of like
they grow
a
the grapes
tap house,
there.
except for wine.
Yeah, like the equivalent of a tap house. There's all these different like words that I'm like, what's the difference between this? It's like the ice cream and gelato. Like I know there's a difference, but I don't
depends
know
on
the
how
difference.
like specific people like to be,
Yeah.
and if they get a little snobby about it.
I know. I feel like I use a lot of those words interchangeably.
Yep.
But you still know what I'm talking about. Okay, what question did you pull?
We haven't been asked this one in a while, but the best way to find community if you're new, and I thought this would be a good time for this question because we've got a ton of college students coming in.
Oh, yeah.
So I just joined the Omaha Girls Club, so you should join too. It's like $35 a month, and there are fitness classes. There are little social hours, like we did one at Jazz on the Green, Omaha Dog Bar, Bring Your Dog Day, stuff like that. So I have yet to go to one, actually, but I finally signed up for the fitness class, so I'm going to that one. I've just been busy. And then there's a bunch of run clubs. So there's Hardy Run Club on Saturdays at 7:30 a.m.
Early birds.
Yep. And then if you want to wait a little bit longer, you can go to the Exarban Run Club at like 10:30, I think.
10:30.
Or they also have it on Wednesday at
6:30.
6:30. And then Scriptown Run Club in the Blackstone District, if that suits your fancy. And then there are some other fitness classes that you can take. Power Life has them, Lotus House of Yoga. Yeah. They're really great places, and they help facilitate that sort of thing by making you talk to the person next to you.
Yeah.
And then also, like, if you get there a little bit early, just strike up a conversation with somebody.
I actually was just thinking about this last night because I went to a spin class at Lotus, and they just announced their, September cycling challenge. And so you, pick a team and put your name on it and, see which team can get the most cycling classes. And then at the end of September, they're doing, throwing a party kind of to celebrate whatever team got the most cycling classes, but anybody can go to the party. And I feel like that is really nice because you can't always have a full-blown conversation with someone who you're next to on a yoga mat or on a bike. But if you go to the party, then everyone goes to the studio and you're just chit-chatting and having a good time. So yeah, I was literally thinking that Lotus does such a good job of being a community and helping you actually meet people at the studio. And so many people who go to Lotus and Power Life too are die hard Lotus and Power Life people. You will make friends in those classes.
Well, yeah, and if you go to the same class all the time, you're bound to find someone on the same schedule as you, which is nice.
Totally.
And then, just like she mentioned, camp is right across from Power Life, so you could just be do you want to go grab something to eat after a class or something like that? I've definitely done that before. There are a bunch of rec leagues. So pickleball, you have Midwest Pickleball League, Blue Sky, Smash Park, Sand Volleyball, you have Big Reds, O'Leavers to go to, and then Exarban's just about to start up their league.
Yep.
Skateboarding, if that's your thing, you can check out the Bay. They have very specific groups going at different times, and then they have just open skate. So that's also a good place to stop by.
Is that in Omaha though? Or is that only in Lincoln?
Yeah, it's in Benson.
Oh.
In the old community center.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so go check that out. And then if you're into book clubs and book swaps, check the Wondering Page and Pop Fiction Bookstore. They've both just opened in the last few months and are doing a really good job of bringing people together in that way.
Yeah.
So
Silent Book Club
and Silent Book Club
is another one. They post all of their events on Instagram, and they rotate the places that they hosted at, which obviously the main event is silent because you're just reading on your own. But before the silent part starts, they have social hour. You can go and meet people and talk to other book lovers and stuff.
Very cool. And then always be sure to attend some events. Benson First Friday is a really good event to attend. It'll also help you get introduced to the Benson district, which is full of clubs. If you're into playing cards, Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of stuff, there's a comic store just for you guys. So yeah, they have everything you could possibly want, from art to games like that, to music. And then trivia bingo nights or reality TV watch parties is a good one. Bond over something that you like to do.
Yep.
It's a great place to meet people. And then there are community service events Benson First Friday does a green pickup thing. So they just go around the community and pick up trash. So
okay.
Community events are also a good one. And we are going to have a community event at some point this year.
This is Delaney holding us accountable. We did do one volunteer event. that last year or 2 years
2
ago?
years ago now.
At the food bank for the Heartland. And that was really fun. So maybe do it there again. Maybe go somewhere else.
I'm going to look
TBD.
into it.
Okay. Delaney's going to look into it.
And then it would also be fun to host a social. Omaha Places needs to host a social, and we will let you guys know so we can help you make friends.
Okay, I was going to say too, I stumbled upon this Instagram account the other day, and it's like, I think it's called Craft Club Omaha, or like Craft Day Club, something like that. It's kind of like silent book club vibes where they choose a new venue each time, but instead of everybody brings their own book to read, everybody brings their own craft to do, and then on their Instagram they'll post like, here's what everyone was working on. So I'm so excited to go to one of those. I have yet to go. I need to look up when the next one is, but the last one that they had was at Zen downtown, and some people were crocheting, some people were painting, some people were like doing creative writing, but that I feel like that's not a silent event, so that would be fun to like bring whatever crafty thing you want to do and just chit chat with other girls.
It's like
or
art
guys.
class in elementary school.
Literally.
Where you're just stuck at the table and you have to make conversation.
Yeah. But I was like so giddy when I found that, because I've been loving doing paint by numbers for the past couple years. Like, I'm obsessed with them, and literally all the art in my house is just
paint by numbers murals.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to bring my painting and go meet some people.
I think I'm going to get into knitting.
Ooh.
TikTok is bringing me on to the knitting train.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be my new hobby of the year.
You should make a scarf for winter.
I kind of want to make something bigger.
Why do you?
I love knit. Well, look at me. I like.
Oh, you're going to make that?
I want to make something clothing wise.
Okay, fun. Have you ever knit anything?
No. I know how to sew.
Okay.
Ish. I've never sewn like a
real thing.
A clothing item, no. Okay. But I've put some squares together for a quilt before.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So I kind of know, but knitting's a totally different thing.
Yeah, knitting is, once you like know the thing or know the
pattern.
Movements, like knitting a scarf is easy. I knit a scarf when I was in like first grade.
Oh, well.
But I've never tried to do anything
more than that.
Yeah.
Well, I've just seen everybody do it, and I want to get next. Maybe I'll get into embroidery. I don't know. I have a short attention span when it comes to these things, so we'll see.
Do you have high learner in your gallop strengths?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't keep track of those very well, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I love it. Okay. The next question that I pulled was, okay, somebody said French restaurant, bar, and shop. I don't know exactly. I don't know if they were asking for like one of each, or they
just want the whole trio. That's what they're planning this weekend, is a French bar, a restaurant.
They're having a French weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I took it upon myself to just give my favorite French restaurants.
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly what that meant. So La Buvette, probably the #1 French spot in Omaha. It's located in the Old Market. You guys have heard us talk about this plenty. They have great wine, great patio. They do have food, but I would say it's more like girl dinner vibes. At least everything that I've gotten. Maybe they do have something a little more substantial, but I never think like I'm going to go have a substantial dinner at La Buvette.
I've had the chicken before, like a whole chicken breast.
Oh, okay.
And that was good, and it had like mashed potatoes and vegetables.
So, okay, I guess you can get dinner there, but you can also just go and like have a glass of wine or a cheese board or something.
Yeah.
So it's multifaceted. But then also in the Old Market is Le Bouillon. This is more of like a substantial sit-down, fine dining restaurant. And then you can also check out Mon Cave.
I don't know.
Something. Anytime I say Mon Cave, people correct me. So, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That is a wine bar. It's right underneath Le Bouillon. So you can get to it through Le Bouillon, or there is an entrance like directly from the street. And then Le Voltaire is another like dinner and brunch spot. They're located off 156th and Dodge. Great French food. And then Au Courant in Benson, probably the best fine dining spot in Omaha, in my opinion, but I think a lot of people would back me up on that. It's technically like all European fare, but I would say heavy emphasis on the French. But then sometimes they'll do like random things. Like they've been doing tacos nights, which I guess that's still technically European.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, they'll just like kind of throw a wild card every once in a while. But they are always like changing out their menu. It's seasonal stuff. If you get on their email list, they literally send an email every week that's like, here's what's on the menu this week.
Oh, love.
Based off of like what they can get. So very good. Maybe locally sourced. I'm not 100% sure on that. But always different. And you can do like a wine pairing with your dinner if you want to. But then I don't know if you'll get different wines every time, but you'll definitely get different food every time. So every time I've been there, I've had something different.
Huh.
Yeah.
I need to check out their tapas nights.
I think I don't look at the dates. I don't know I think it might have passed. It's not like a regular thing. I think they did it once and then they were like, oh, that people liked that. We'll do it one more time.
Okay.
It's not like a once a month thing or even like a weekly thing.
It probably just depends on their ingredients.
Yeah.
They're very fresh.
Yeah, very true.
Okay. Someone also asked, must-do places for kids.
Fun.
So, of course, we're going to start with the zoo. Great place to go. The SAC Aerospace Museum is also really cool. I remember going there as a child and just having a really good time, especially in the space simulators, which Connor and I recently did again.
Those are fun.
That was fun. It's like riding a roller coaster. Fontanelle Forest and Tree Rush Adventures. I'm going to make it there this fall for Tree Rush.
Ooh, you should. Reach out to them.
Okay.
Because it's been at least 2 years since we've posted anything about them. And I always include them in like the fun fall things to do.
Okay.
So we should get some fresh content.
Okay, let's go. And then the roller skating at the riverfront is a nice, fairly cheap activity, especially if you have a lot of kids. The Lauritsen Gardens, a Storm Chasers game. There's only very short time to go, so go now. The Kiewit Luminarium is also really cool, though I would say most of the exhibits are maybe for a little bit older of a kid.
Not like a toddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because I included some things for littles. Playful Pines is a really good spot. It's an indoor playground, and they just do a great job. They have really sensory-friendly activities. And then you, as a parent, get to play with your kids while you're there. So honestly, I loved it there. I wish I could just enjoy that. I would like to play. And Doodle Art Studio, which is in Rockbrook Village, if you want your kid to get messy, but you don't want your kid to get messy in your house, you want someone else's place to get messy, this is the place to go. They do little workshops. They have different themes every week or something like that. Cute place. Take your kid to shop at Oak and Acorn. They let your kids play with the toys before you take them home, so you know if it's like
worth it,
age friendly, their kind of jam, whatever. So it's also just a really cute store to check out, especially around Christmas time or a birthday. And then two of my favorite playgrounds are the Jean Leahy Mall and the Riverfront one.
Yeah.
And I've been to some other playgrounds.
Wait, is the Riverfront one the Luminarium one?
Yes.
Okay.
Right next to the Luminarium. Those are my two favorite ones, and they're brand new-ish, in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But they're the two playgrounds I wish I had when I was a kid. And then if you want to get into some more art, Hawaii Fluid Art can cater to any type of need. And then Rosie Clay Co. would be a fun spot. They do, if you don't want to commit to a full clay situation, they just let kids paint pottery that's already made, or little figurines, that sort of thing. Okay. And then True Pottery does a very similar thing as well.
Cool.
And then the fall musts, which we've talked about a little bit over the last few weeks, but Vala's you have to do. Bellevue Berry Farm is very family friendly. You can rent a bonfire, same with Vala's, but Bellevue Berry Farm is a lot smaller and less crowded. Stimulating.
Yeah.
And then they do hayrack rides, a little haunted hayrack ride, Skinny Bones Pumpkin Patch. I haven't been to that one, but you have.
It's very, very kid friendly, and also not super crowded. And also you can this is a random tidbit, but you can see everything there. Whereas Vala's, you can only there's so much stuff that you can only see what's right there. You can't actually see the whole space. Where I feel like Skinny Bones, you can see the whole space.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah. Then it's easier to keep track of kids, I
just feel like I get overstimulated at Vala's a lot, especially as they keep growing to such a big venue. So I can only imagine like a child being exhausted by that.
Literally the best time I ever had at Vala's was last year when we went as a team. We went on like a Tuesday morning and nobody else was there. And it was so nice.
Yeah, there's fun rides to do, slides, all sorts of different games to play, little trails to go on.
The
bouncy
pillows, yeah.
Yeah. And then I mentioned this before, but Fright Nights at Falconwood Park Drive-In, they are also like, I think $5. And, $7.
We pulled up expecting to pay $5, and the guy was like, oh yeah, we're wrong on our website. I've been meaning to change that. I was like, that's so annoying actually, but yeah, just so you guys know, it's actually
$7. Not all the movies are scary. Just make sure you look before you go. Yeah. But there's like Hocus Pocus and other fun ones on there. So yeah.
The Riverfront also, like in addition to the playgrounds, they also have tons of kid-friendly events. Pretty much all of them are free, so you can check their event calendar and see. Like I know they're doing like It's Fall Y'all in the Jean Leahy Mall. Cute. They're gonna have like trick or treating and stuff.
Oh, cute.
So they have some stuff kind of going on. Well, maybe not year round, but at most times of the year. You can check their event calendar.
Yeah, fall's the best time to have kids. I feel like there's so much to do.
Yeah. We're going to move on to events. This is going to be events happening the weekend of September 4th through the 8th, which does not include Labor Day. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. So if you guys want even more events, subscribe to our newsletter. We have an event calendar on our website at omahaplaces.com, or we do our What's Happening in Omaha This Weekend video every Thursday morning. So Brouhaha is happening on Friday, August 5th in Heartwood Preserve. This is the 19th year of Brouhaha, and all the proceeds go to Habitat for Humanity. So it goes to a great cause. It all, benefits the Omaha community and people that need housing, stuff like that. Tickets start at $75, and they are going to have tons of food and beer. I think it's unlimited samples when you get a ticket. Both Delaney and I will be there.
Yes, so come say
hi if you see us. Yeah, I'm really excited. This is a huge event that obviously it's the 19th year, so it happens every single year. This is going to be the first year that it's in Heartwood Preserve, so they're moving locations this year. But hopefully it's still just as big, raises just as much money. So we're excited.
No, it'll be fun. The Omaha's 11th caffeine crawl is here.
Fun.
I don't know that we've ever promoted this before, so I was kind of excited.
Yeah.
It's happening on September 6th, starting at 9 a.m. There are 20 local businesses who will be featured across 5 routes. You won't be visiting all 20, don't worry. Well, maybe you wanted to, I don't know. But this is perfect for coffee or tea lovers or the curious kind. And you get to support local and explore the city a little bit. So it's like it reminds me of our passport. And many of the coffee shops included in our passport are on here. But then there are more like Spielbound, Dundee Double Shot, the Tea Smith, and Artemis Tea and Botanical. So that's super exciting. And what happens is you'll pick a route when you buy the ticket, and it will have 5 or 6 different spots on it, but you get to choose like which spots you want to go to that day.
Okay.
Tickets range from $38.50 to $41.50, so it just kind of depends if you get the 6 spots versus the 5 spots. But it sounds really fun, and it's going to be a good time.
Well, so it's a drive yourself thing?
I think so.
Okay. And then do you get discounts when you...
Yes, your coffee will be included, or your tea or whatever will be included in the price.
Got it.
And they have mileage listed on there as well, so everyone knows what's in store. But it's like from 9 a.m. I think the longest route goes until 1, so it's just half a Saturday.
Cool. That sounds really fun, actually. Love it. Okay, Harvest Party at Mulhall's is happening on Sunday, September 5th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is another annual event that Mulhall's does, and they throw a great festival or event.
And it's so magical there.
It is.
Mom and I went
for
the holiday.
One,
Oh my gosh. It was just...
So they're going to have a barbecue from 402 Barbecue, coffee from Cedar Creek Coffee and Art, which I had for the first time last week. It was so good. The coffee
Oh, yeah,
was really,
yeah.
really good because they did a pop-up at our co-working space. Okay, they're going to have live music and a pie making contest. I don't know if patron or like regular people get to sample the pie.
You can. That's a good question.
Anybody can enter the pie making contest and bring their own pie, but I don't know who gets to try it. Maybe you only get to try it if you entered. I don't know.
Do they sell at auction?
I don't know.
It'd be cool if they did.
But lastly, you can stock up on mums and pumpkins for the fall season.
So exciting. The next event is Shadow Ridge Music Festival that's happening, and I've never been to this. Never heard of it. So this is exciting. It's taking place on September 5th from 5 to 11 p.m. at Shadow Ridge Country Club, and it's featuring artists like Bush. I don't know. I only know one artist out of these three. So The Fray.
Oh, I do know
You
them.
found me.
Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be good. And then Lit and Fuel. So Bush, Lit and Fuel.
I think
that
I've
sounds like
heard of Bush,
disaster. And then The Fray.
Well, The Fray is just there. I've definitely heard of Bush, but I couldn't tell you what songs they sing.
The Fray will be good.
Yeah.
The Fray's enough to entice me to go. Tickets are $96 to $245. Just depends on where you want to sit and how big of a fan you are, I'm sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Fun. Lots of fun stuff going on to kick off September. Anything else you want to talk about this week?
I think that wraps it up.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Omaha Places podcast. We'll see you next week.
See ya.